What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today I'm talking about weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video, man. Before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another sneaker rotation. This should be week 45 to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Now, y'all already know I started this series off at the beginning of the year in 2023. And here we are. It's already week 45, man. Pretty much not too many weeks left at this point. We're in the month of November. Then we got December. And then we're right back at it again in 2024, man. I made a goal to myself that I was going to do a weekly sneaker rotation every week for the year of 2023, and right now I'm on track, so I'm gonna keep speaking that into existence and staying positive. Yo, if y'all are feeling these, man, definitely hit that like button, definitely sound off in the comment section because it keeps a kid motivated. Now, if you want to know what I'm wearing throughout the week, go ahead and sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned down in the comment section and it is free to sign up. We do more than just sneaker rotations over there as well. You get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, but also we talk just sneaker news, we talk music, we talk a little bit of sports, we got a lounge, a little bit of a variety of everything. You also get to see what I'm eating throughout the week as well. So a lot of variety over there, man. Just a good community, trying to bring back the actual just sneaker community is the goal for that, man. And it is free to sign up. But enough rambling, let's get to this week's weekly sneaker rotation, man. Now, y'all know I end things off on a Friday and then pick things right back up on Saturday. So, pretty much, we're going to start right back on Saturday, man. Now, y'all know this is one of probably, arguably, yeah, I would say maybe my most, yeah, it's definitely one of my most recent pickups. Actually, I got both of my most recent pickups in this weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this week, man, y'all know I've been trying to keep them themed, but this week I couldn't help but just be all over the place, man. So, without further ado, for Saturday, the kid stepped out in none other than the Off-White Prestos, man. Now, this is the OG colorway, the ones that dropped in 2017. So, y'all already know I did the unboxing for these ones, and I had to come off the hip with the chips for these guys right here. But I can say this. I've heard nothing but like, Jay, super comfortable. For the people who had them, right? Super comfortable, super comfortable, super comfortable. And I gotta say, like, they were absolutely positively right, man. Arguably already one of my favorite sneakers in my collection already, and I just got the joint. Even though it's from 2017, the person did actually take care of these. Now, when I got them, I did clean them up a little bit, and I did put the white laces on here because I just prefer the white laces look on these guys. But overall, man, definitely totally worth it, man. I did step out to the chop shop and try to get, I got cleaned up by the barber, which I'm overdue at this point, man. And I just felt like different, you know what I'm saying? I was on different vibes and, you know, something that I'm not normally wearing. And even though this is probably a good shoe for the gym, but it's like, man, because honestly, I was like, man, I may turn this into a gym shoe. So I'm like, you know what? But I actually gave him a shot and I'm just like, man, I made the right decision. Sometimes, you know, when you come off the hit with the gym shoe, you're like, man, I kind of really probably should have thought this one through. If I did think that, when I put these joints on, I'm like, nope, you did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? This one is like, okay, sometimes you gotta treat yourself, and this was one of those, man. So, arguably, this is what I wore on Saturday, man. Super duper comfortable. Y'all know I keep the zip tie on this joint, very important for me as well. I don't know why, I just like the statement on these guys, but overall, this was my Saturday shoe. Now we're gonna move right along on to Sunday. Now, y'all know I try my very best to relax on the weekend, but sometimes I have busy weekends, sometimes I don't, and I'm pretty sure we're all like that at some point. So, pretty much on Sunday, I'm relaxing in my Yeezy slides right here. My beat pair, but it's my around the house pair, you know, when I'm taking out the trash, when I'm just doing miscellaneous stuff. And I'm just running to the store to grab a few miscellaneous items, and I'm just saying that nicely for YouTube. So Sunday, this was my Yeezy slide is what I wore. Anybody who's had a pair, anybody that I put game on to, they don't regret their purchase as well. Y'all know pretty much I put Dunks finally gave him a chance. I ain't gonna say I put him on game, but I'm gonna say I kept telling him to try it, and what do you know, he really likes him. Then he ended up taking care of his boo as well. So pretty much this is my Sunday shoe, man. Arguably, if I could, like, the most comfortable shoe probably in my collection, like where I'm just lounging, like literally like a perfect off day where I just absolutely positively want to do absolutely positively nothing. If you have those days, this is a perfect shoe for that, man. So anyway, we're gonna move right along. This was my Sunday shoe. Now we're gonna move right along on to Monday. Now y'all know I work a full-time job, so that's where I'm headed, right in back to work. So coming off the hype of that comfortability from pretty much, if you think about the Prestos, then I go to the Yeezy slides, I just wanted to keep the comfortability like theme going. So pretty much that's where my head was at. And Monday, I stepped in none other than the Yeezy 350 V2, and this is the blue tint colorway. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the very, very first pair that I hit for retail. Now I do got an older video up on these guys right here. And I remember I actually hit for these joints on Foot Locker and everything like that. So this is like arguably my, I'm not gonna say it's my first Yeezy, but it's the first one I had to pay retail, because I don't know if you guys remember, but this is one of these shoes, not just this one, but the 350 V2s and just that Yeezy wave on Adidas. It used to not be so easy to just cop Yeezys, man. I don't know if y'all remember those days, but this was my Monday shoe, and this is what I rocked in. So I just rocked comfortable. As you can see, the yellowing on this joint, it's not too bad, but I like aging a little bit on the shoe. As long as it's not tearing and it's not like messed up, I don't mind a little bit of yellowing, and I think there's always ways to actually restore the yellowing and get it back to that original color, man. But that boost on here, I remember people used to make the biggest like debate where which is more comfortable, Air or Boost. And to be honest, it depends on the shoe. For Nike, I think like Boost in general is comfortable, but by the time I finally got my hands on Boost, I'm like, this is completely overrated in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying it's not comfortable. I don't want to take that away, but comparing it to that Yeezy slide, totally two different shoes, but totally different ball game. But yeah, it's not like the most super duper comfortable shoe, but it's not lacking comfort, does that make sense? But I know the hype beasts back then used to really hype these up when they were like coming off the hit with the chips with these, so to speak. But anyway, this was my Monday shoe. Now we're gonna move right along on to Tuesday, back into work. Now this shoe, I couldn't wait to wear it, and y'all know I've been waiting ever since like what? 2009, that's a hint right there, because y'all know when for these joints first dropped, I couldn't get them. So on Tuesday, I stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 12 Cherries. Man, I waited so long for this shoe, man, and I'm so glad these joints finally, like, I guess we can say, because we got a debate going on with this anyway in the sold out Discord, shameless plug. What's the difference between restock, retro, this, that, and the third? But I waited for these joints to finally come back out, man, and I couldn't wait to grab them. Y'all saw the mall vlog on this one, and y'all showed out for that one, man. I really appreciate it. But honestly, when I rocked these joints on Tuesday, I ain't gonna lie, man, these joints turned heads, and that's not my goal when I go into work. But I can honestly say one guy was like, hey, yo, come here, can he stop me? He was like, yo, let me get those shoes, what size those is. Like, he was like the quote unquote gonna stick me up, so to pause. But he was low key acting like he was gonna rob me, but y'all know how I move. But anyway, he was joking or whatever. I actually know of him. I don't know him, but I know of him. But anyway, just kind of fun and jokes in the office. But overall, this was my Tuesday shoe, and a lot of positive feedback. And y'all know me, I'm a sucker for red, man. So these joints right here had to become a part of the collection. And I actually used to be chasing after these joints, and then once we kept hearing that rumors that these joints were eventually gonna come back out, I decided to be patient. Sometimes you just gotta practice patience. And I know they sold out, they restocked them again, they sold out. So, I mean, honestly, I feel like if you put in the footwork, you could grab these guys. But this was my Tuesday shoe, the Air Jordan 12 Cherries. Okay, so we're gonna move right on to Wednesday. This is the midday week, man. And I can honestly say, man, work week was really rough, right? Okay, if I can say the word. It was really rough for the kid, man. Definitely was a busy week for me. As things just kind of quote unquote go back to normal at my job, things really pick up for me. But anyway, man, I stepped in again on Wednesday. Midday week is the Air Jordan 5, and this is the Supreme collab right here, and this is like that desert camo colorway. I was gonna get on this, what I was trying to say with Wednesday, what one of my family members used to say, honestly, if you can make it through Wednesday, you can make it through the rest of the week, because Wednesday is that midday week. But I can honestly say things started to slow downhill, calm down, so pretty much here we are, and it definitely just was totally worth it, like wearing this joint in, because honestly, I be kind of sleeping on fives, I feel like, and as we get closer to those my year fives that are supposed to be dropping, it made me really want to grab these guys and see if I really feel like I was missing something on these guys. But these Desert Supreme 5s, Desert Camo, man, honestly, at one point, right, and Nuns can vouch for me, I have been debating back and forth whether I should get rid of these guys, like sell them, but then like every time I would grab them, I would have second thoughts. And if you got a second thought, I put it right back in the display boxes behind me here, and I just kept it moving. But this was my Wednesday shoe, man. a shoe that I don't wear enough, and I feel like it don't get enough love. Only thing they could have did to make it better was put a Nike check on the back there, but they didn't do that, so maybe that's where my mind is all over the place, but I'm no longer even thinking about selling them, man. In fact, I need to get my 5 game up. But anyway, this was my Wednesday shoe, was the Supreme Desert Camo 5s. All right, so we're gonna move right along on to Thursday. Again, keep in mind, I'm telling you guys, this week my mind just was all over the place for just comfort. And I think we can thank the Prestos. That's where I'm gonna give the credit to. Those off-white Prestos, we can give the credit for why the rotation is the way it is this week. So anyway, we move right in on Thursday. I stepped in none other than this is the Yeezy 700, and this is the Wave Runner, right? I don't think it's like an official colorway. Let's just call it the Wave Runners. I know they've made other colorways out this, but we just call this like the OG Wave Runners. Arguably, one of my most comfortable shoes in my collection. And I know I said it about the Yeezy slides, right? And I just said that about the Prestos, but I think if I'm gonna say, if I gotta go which shoe is most comfortable first, I'm gonna go with these guys right here, man. The boost on this is immaculate throughout the whole entire shoe. Now this one, they did it right. And I'm not saying as far as like, this shoe right here, to keep it 100, when it first dropped, I hated it, the hype beast. And I think maybe the hype beast made me hate it. But once I actually gave in and gave the shoe a shot, I was like, you know what? I see what they're seeing, but at the same time, it was really annoying back then and made me not want to buy it. But now I'm actually glad that I actually took the time to buy these guys right here, man. So this was my Thursday shoe. 3 M's on this joint, hit on immaculate. I like it. To be honest, it's a shoe that looked like it shouldn't go with anything, but in actuality, this shoe can arguably go with any fit. If we're gonna keep it 100, you can rock this one with almost anything. Arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection, and I don't wear it enough on purpose because I don't want to beat these guys, because it's something I could easily just turn into a work shoe and just wear 5 days a week. But you know, that's kind of boring. But anyway, this was my Thursday shoe, was the Yeezy Wave Runners, and I believe this is a 700 model right here. So pretty much, man, let's get ready to close out the rest of the week. We're gonna go move right on to Friday. Pretty much just a chill week, and I wanted to go comfort, even though this shoe is not super comfortable, but it's not like uncomfortable. It's kind of one of those, you just have to accept it for what it is. So pretty much Friday, the kids stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 1, and this is the Taxi colorways. Now this is a shoe that actually set that we thought that was gonna sell out like crazy, right? I remember me and Dunks actually went live for these guys right here, and I think Dunks, once he got his pairs in hand, he was no longer feeling them. But it is what it is, man. I think the name Taxi is kind of one of those, like, maybe that's kind of overly what sold the shoe, but I don't regret my buy on these at all. I actually love the shoe, and it actually makes sense why to call these the Taxis if you're going to compare them to like the Taxi 12 colorway. Now, I will say this, maybe they could have just did like a little hint of yellow. Maybe they didn't have to go overboard, but I can see where it is, and I don't think it's overboard. And I said this for the 100th time for the people who are new to the channel. I'm a major sucker for the color yellow. I don't know why. Is it my favorite color? No, but when I see something yellow, I guess because it just stands out in a positive way. It makes me always want to grab a pair. So pretty much this was my Friday shoe, was the Air Jordan 1 Taxis, man. A shoe I don't wear enough, but at the same time, it's like, I got a lot of Jordan 1s to choose from. I probably should wear them more often, but I try to steer away from them because I don't want it to just be all the ones. But I probably should do a whole nother different week of like Air Jordan 1s, right? Okay. But anyway, this was my Friday shoe, was the Air Jordan 1 Taxis. All right, man. So pretty much that wraps up this week for week 45, man. What do you guys think down in the comment section? Of course, let me know what you wore throughout the week as well, because y'all know I'll be reading the comment sections, and I definitely be trying to be in touch with everybody else. Just trying to make sure I stay in touch with the community, man, the people that just keep me motivated, because it really helps out. But other than that, man, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.